Bro, I tell you, oh shit, I gotta reset all my damn stuff. Son of a basket weaving barrel tosser. Hopefully that shit works. Guys, I love y'all, man. I'll tell you, I love y'all. Keep reaching out to me when you need me. I appreciate doing it. I try my best. You know, maybe I don't have something to say. Maybe I just read the message, tell you I'm there for you. You know, maybe it's not voice chatty. Maybe it's just some stuff through text. Let you vent and all that stuff. I'm down to do that. And don't ever forget that, man. I'm not ready to talk about what's going on now because it's with a friend, but I'll talk about it next vid. Right now, we're going to get into how to fight a T-Rex and win. It was requested, so I'm going to do it. Sometimes it's just that fucking easy. All right? Let's get it. Shirts by Tino Evil. Shouts out to them. They send me shirts every once in a while. They're a great company. I buy gifts from them all the time. So do that. And let's get it, man.
Here's how to fight a Tyrannosaurus Rex and win.
And win. Get them dubs.
The Tyrannosaurus Rex is held up as the most fearsome and ferocious predator to ever walk this earth, and it's true.
Why do you have glasses? What is with this getup? What does this have to do with Jurassic Park?
As the most fearsome and ferocious predator to ever walk this earth, and it's true. If you somehow found yourself in the presence of one, you would no longer be at the top of the food chain. But that does not mean that if you somehow encountered one of these mighty beasts, you wouldn't be able to fight your way back up that chain. So, how could you fight a T-Rex and win?
Are you looking for motherfucker?
Dinosaurs can't draw. Let's go. Let's get.
No,
going.
you gotta draw like this,
The Jurassic Park franchise is arguably single-handedly responsible for dinosaurs' place in pop culture, and
just recently watched Jurassic Park 2. Realized I had never seen that movie. It's good. Watch
that
it.
especially applies to our obsession with T-Rex. In the films, the T-Rex itself is a character, an unstoppable and unpredictable eating machine with a roar that shakes your seats. But let's imagine that you found yourself in the park and had to face down one of these tyrant lizards like the film's protagonist.
You would die.
What could you do?
You would die.
How could you survive? How could you win?
You're not killing that. It's
Let's
too
begin
big.
by sizing up.
They smell really well. They see really well. They eat really well. They run really well. You're dead. You're fucking dead.
What you would be up against. Now, where is she? Ooh, that's bad, but that means she's around here somewhere. Since the original Jurassic Park film came out in 1993, scientists have gotten an even better idea of what the Tyrannosaurus Rex was like as an animal. In fact, the T-Rex is the single most studied fossil animal, period. And one thing that we are absolutely sure about is its massive size. Now, where did she go?
Boy, you would be dead.
Now, instead of just showing you a picture or some fossil, I want to try to give you a real sense of how giant Tyrannosaurus Rex were. Oh, there she is. That is the tip of our T-Rex's tail, and that's how high it would be above the ground if we were both standing on the same surface. Now, I measured the length of my stride for the next bit. Let's get walking to see just how big a T-Rex is.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Here we go. Yep, still tail, still above my head, still walking. Yes, more tail, and yes, we haven't even gotten to the legs yet. Keep walking.
Okay.
Ah, there it is, the first leg of our Tyrannosaurus. It is absolutely massive, and her hip doesn't even finish until it is 3.7 meters or around 12 feet off of the ground. And we still have to keep walking. Oh,
you're
man.
dead.
And there is the other leg with muscles on it bigger than my head and face and body. Keep walking. And up there are the T-Rex's famously tiny arms, but tiny is relative. If her arms could make the motion, scientists estimate that she could bicep curl 195 kilograms, over 400 pounds.
What?
She's a Tyrannosaurus. And we gotta keep walking.
If we Google Tyrannosaurus, do we find something? Tyrannosaurus. Tyrannosaurus. Waste of time.
And finally, after walking 13 meters, over 40 feet, only now do we come to the head of the Tyrannosaurus Rex, which is high above me.
Okay,
right
so let's
now.
stand up.
All in all, the largest Tyrannosaurus Rex were over 40 feet long, had masses over 8 tons, and had a daily caloric intake that not even 475 large Mountain Dew sodas could satiate. Whoa,
there
girl,
you
easy,
go.
Easy, here, do the do. There you go.
What a random ass reference.
There you go. So we've known for decades that T-Rex were massive animals, but only in the last few decades, since 1993, have we learned that dinosaurs like T-Rex may have looked very differently from what we've seen in the Jurassic Park films.
Feathers,
Let's scale her down a bit. For example, the more we learn about dinosaur skin, the more that scientists think that dinosaurs like T-Rex may have been brightly colored like modern birds.
Yeah.
And although T-Rex probably didn't have great feathers like modern birds, they may have been covered in proto-feather-like quills.
Yeah.
No, not those quills. Yes, those.
Yeah.
Same actor, though.
That's kind of cool, though.
Weird.
That would be way
Not
cooler
only
looking
would the
to me.
T-Rex potentially look different, it would potentially look different too. Unlike what the first JP implies, T-Rex may have had excellent eyesight. From digital reconstructions of T-Rex skulls and T-Rex eyes, scientists now know that the T-Rex had forward-facing, tennis ball-sized eyes that would give it clear vision for up to 6 kilometers. For reference, our limit is 1.
Yeah.
So that's what you'd be up against. A giant, better than eagle-eyed, possibly Peter Quilled carnivore. So what are its biggest threats? Let's start with the obvious. The biggest threat to you if you were facing down a Tyrannosaur would be the mouth.
Yeah.
The Tyrannosaurus Rex's entire body has evolved to basically just be a support structure for these ginormous jaws, including massive biting muscles inside of its skull lining its jaws. That all combines to give the Tyrannosaurus Rex the biggest estimated biting force of any land animal to ever live. 57,000.
That doesn't even make sense.
Over 12,000 pounds.
That doesn't even make sense.
This is enough to literally chew through bone. Yeah. Here, girl. Yeah, that's right. Here, have a femur. There you go.
It's hilarious because there's nothing there.
There you go.
Just feeding it femurs.
The other threats are less
She
obvious,
likes
so
femurs.
I enlisted the help of Professor John R. Hutchinson, a friend and evolutionary biomechanist. He spends more time than most people thinking about tyrannosaurs and has actually done research to establish the next threats that we are going to talk about. The first is speed. Now, according to Dr. Hutchinson's research into the physics and biomechanics of T-Rex leg movement, the dinosaur was not a fast runner.
I've been fooled.
If it could run at all. However, it still might have a decent stomping speed of 11 miles per hour.
That
sounds slow, but don't underestimate it. You would still have to maintain a decent sprint in order to outrun this animal.
But
speaking of, the other less obvious threat is another part of
running for my life? I can run faster than 11 miles an hour if I'm running for my fucking life. I can do that. That is on the list of things I can handle.
But it's not the mouth, it's the feet. While stomping around at 11 miles per hour, Dr. Hutchinson's models suggest that under every single step, there are 117,000 newtons of force. That's about the same amount of force that we calculated Iron Man would have at his knee if he was doing a superhero landing and smashing down on concrete from 30 meters up. It is more than enough to completely and totally smooth. So unless you were a really good sprinter, outrunning a T-Rex is probably not a good idea.
Okay, let me see. Mile at 10 mile per hour. You would run a 6-minute mile if you ran it at 10 miles an hour. But we're assuming, obviously, you don't need to go that fast. Yeah, you could do that. You could do that. Let's go with 100 meters at 15 miles per hour. That's whatchamacallit, right? If you're going 15 miles an hour, you're at whatchamacallit, Usain Bolt speed, right? At 10 miles per hour, it's a 10-second 100-meter dash.
Nor is standing still, as they had excellent eyesight. And playing dead doesn't work unless you want to be dead, because they probably also had an amazing sense of smell. Stop it. So how do you...
Most of us would die. That's the point I'm getting at.
...survive a T-Rex attack? If you have to try and outrun a T-Rex, head for an area with a lot of obstacles close together that the beast wouldn't be able to immediately beast mode through, like trees in a forest. Because the Tyrannosaurus Rex has so much mass, so high up off of the ground, it should have a harder time steering that inertia around obstacles, which should give you time to get ahead of it.
But what if I'm wrong?
Unless some director puts you in heels. A second option is to attack. Attack like Star Wars Rebels against the Empire.
Never mind,
no,
I'll run.
Seriously. Because the Tyrannosaurus Rex was so top-heavy, toppling a T-Rex could do serious damage to the animal. Dr. Hutchinson's research suggests that if an 8-ton beast fell over a pivot point, its leg that was over 3 meters tall, the fall could literally kill it. So if you're feeling really lucky, try running a Tyrannosaurus Rex into a tripwire to topple it, or grab some cable and run around the Tyrannosaurus legs like a snow speeder in The Empire Strikes Back. Then you just might make it. She fell on deck. You just can't catch a break. Your last resort is not very PG-13. It's to shoot her! At the end of the day, the Tyrannosaurus Rex is basically a giant reptile with the mass of a large African elephant. And so, tactics that work on large African elephants would presumably work on the T-Rex as well, like high-caliber rounds or explosives. Or, as a very, very last resort, just like the elephant hunts of old, Dr. Hutchinson suggests that you could take a giant sword, run like a maniac towards the back of the animal, and swing and cut its Achilles tendon. This would incapacitate the beast, causing a fall, which is potentially fatal, or fatal blood loss.
That makes me so happy, because that's exactly what we do in Monster Hunter. 100% confirmed.
And just like that, your life found a way. So, how do you fight a Tyrannosaurus Rex and win? Well, if you have heavy weapons, use them. If you have some inaccessible crevice to crawl into where she cannot follow you, go hide there. Oh God, she's right behind you. Otherwise, try to find some obstacle-laden path that she would have a hard time turning in, or go for her legs like a Star Wars snow speeder or a crazy swords person and the Achilles tendon. Of course, you've already won this battle, historically and evolutionarily speaking.
Yeah, you're right.
But it's always good to be prepared in case life, you know. Why? Take it from the Jeff Goldblum.
Because science.
Hey! That was cool. What the fuck? You were holding out on us. You so smart. You such a smart man. Also, I'd like to point out, that necklace makes him look like a cadaver. It looks like he's been cut open and split open in the chest and replaced with an alien clone. Huh? But he's so smart. Dude, you can actually find a Tyrannosaurus Rex and win. That's like not clickbait at all. That's kind of cool. Monster hunting the beast and slicing at its legs is effective. Also probably the dying that we do in the process of that. But you gotta crack a couple eggs to make fondue. I'll see you in the next one. ChavezzSlovakia. Peace.
Crocs, 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 Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. Wearing Crocs, boy. I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. Wearing Crocs, boy. My Crocs are gold. My pops is old. My Crocs got soul. My Crocs are bold. I go to church wearing Crocs. I'm always turned wearing Crocs. My Crocs are great. Your Crocs are lame. With my Crocs, I can cross a lake. Crocs, 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 Crocs.